Here's something you may not know. Research shows that millions of people study English every single day, but almost 70% of them never feel comfortable speaking it in real conversations. Think about that for a moment. They spend hours reading textbooks, listening to recordings, memorizing vocabulary, but when the chance comes to open their mouth, they freeze. Their heart beats fast, their mind goes blank, and the words never come out. That shocking number is not just about statistics. It is about real lives, real dreams, and real opportunities being lost. Maybe you know exactly what that feels like. Maybe you had studied English for months or even years, but when you need to speak, your confidence suddenly disappears. You worry about making mistakes, about people laughing, about sounding foolish. And in that moment, all your hard work feels wasted. That hurts, doesn't it? Because deep down, you know that English is not just a school subject. It is the key to better jobs, to international travel, to new friendships, and to feeling part of a bigger world. Here is the mystery. Why do some people with less study time speak fluently, while others who work harder remain silent? What is their secret? The answer is not more grammar books or longer vocabulary lists. The answer is in how they practice speaking. They use activities that bring English alive, activities that train the tongue, the ear, and the brain together, just like athletes train their bodies. Right now, thousands of students around the world are using these methods. They are finding their voices, building careers, and even making friends in new countries because they dared to practice differently. If you do not learn how, you risk staying stuck, watching opportunities pass you by. But if you learn these simple yet powerful speaking activities, you can change everything. You can become the person who speaks clearly, confidently, and naturally in any situation. Stay with me, because in this lesson, I will share the 10 best speaking activities for ESL students of all ages and levels. By the end, you will not only know them, you will feel ready to use them every single day. And if you are new here, subscribe now so you never miss the lessons that can truly transform your English. The power of real practice. Before I reveal the first activity, let me tell you a short story. John lived in Chicago and worked in an office where many meetings were held in English. He had studied English for years, but in those meetings he stayed quiet. One day his manager asked, "John, what do you think?" And John froze. His face turned red. He wanted to answer, but his mouth would not move. Afterward, he sat at his desk feeling ashamed. Because he knew his ideas were good, but his English stopped him from showing it. What changed John's life was not another grammar workbook. It was a speaking activity he practiced every evening. He would choose one daily situation, like ordering coffee, and role-play it out loud. He pretended to be the customer and the barista. At first it felt silly, but slowly his tongue and brain became faster. After a few weeks, he noticed something amazing. In his next real meeting, when someone asked his opinion, he spoke. His words came out, not perfectly, but clearly, and everyone listened. That was the first small victory that built his confidence. This is the secret of all speaking activities. They are not about perfection. They are about training your brain and mouth to move together until English feels natural. You will make mistakes, but mistakes are part of learning. Just like a basketball player misses shots while practicing, you will miss words. But the more you practice, the stronger you become. Activity 1. Role play. Role play is one of the most powerful tools. It allows you to step into real-life situations without fear of failure. Imagine you're at a restaurant. One person plays the waiter, another plays the customer. You practice ordering food, asking for recommendations, or even complaining politely if the order is wrong. This trains you not only in vocabulary, but also in tone, manners, and speed. Sarah, a student in New York, discovered the magic of role play. She worked at a clothing store and often met tourists. She wanted to help them, but felt shy. So she practiced with her friend every night. They pretended to be customers asking about shoe sizes or prices. After a few weeks, Sarah noticed her voice became smoother. She could greet tourists warmly, explain details, and even make jokes. Her sales increased, and her manager noticed. One day, the manager said, "Sarah, you are great with international customers." That was the power of role play turning practice into success. When you try role play, remember to use full sentences. Say, "I would like a cup of coffee," instead of just "coffee." These small habits build confidence. Repeat them until they become natural. Activity 2. Storytelling. Now let's move to storytelling. Humans are natural storytellers. Since ancient times, we have shared knowledge through stories, not grammar charts. Storytelling helps you practice past tense, sequence words like first, then, finally, and emotional vocabulary. Michael from Los Angeles was preparing for a job interview. He knew that interviewers often ask, "Tell me about a time you solved a problem." He practiced by telling small stories from his life. He started with, "Once when I was working in a team project," and explained what happened, what he did, and what he learned. At first, his stories were messy, but with practice, he began to structure them, beginning, middle, end. He even added details like, "It was a hot day in July, and my colleague looked frustrated." These details made his English alive. During the interview, he spoke with confidence, and he got the job. Storytelling is more than practice. It is about sharing yourself. Try it today. Tell a short story about your childhood, your first job, or even yesterday's dinner. Focus on simple sentences. I woke up early. I made breakfast. I felt happy. This rhythm makes you fluent. Activity 3, shadowing. Shadowing is a simple but powerful method. You listen to a recording, like a podcast or video, and immediately repeat what you hear, almost like an echo. It trains your ears and mouth at the same time. Imagine listening to a news report. The speaker says, "The weather in New York is sunny today." You repeat right after, "The weather in New York is sunny today." At first, it feels difficult, but slowly, you catch rhythm, intonation, and pronunciation. It is like singing along to a song. Many students in language schools use shadowing daily. After a few weeks, they notice their pronunciation sounds clearer, their sentences flow smoother, and their confidence rises. Activity 4. Describing pictures. Another activity is describing pictures. Choose any photo, a family photo, a magazine picture, or an online image. Describe what you see in full sentences. Say, "There is a man wearing a blue shirt. He is smiling. Behind him, I see a tall building." This trains vocabulary, grammar, and quick thinking. It also teaches you to notice details. Imagine you are a tour guide describing sites to visitors. The more you describe, the more fluent you become. Activity 5, debates. Debates may sound advanced, but they are perfect for pushing your speaking skills to the next level. Pick a topic like, which is better, city life or country life? Take one side and defend it. Use sentences like, I believe city life is better because, and then give reasons. In Boston, a small ESL group once practiced weekly debates. At first, students gave short answers, but as weeks passed, they began to argue passionately, using phrases like, on the other hand, and I strongly disagree. Not only did their speaking improve, but their critical thinking also grew stronger. They learned to listen carefully and respond, which is the heart of real communication. Activity 6. Interviews. Imagine you are a talk show host. You ask your partner questions like, what was the happiest day of your life? Or if you could live anywhere, where would you live? This is the interview activity. It pushes you to listen carefully and respond naturally. One student named Emily in San Francisco practiced interviews before meeting her American boyfriend's family. She asked her friends questions and practiced answering personal ones too. When the real dinner came, she felt ready. She spoke with warmth, asked about their lives, and made a wonderful impression. Later, she said, I realized English conversations are just like interviews. Two people discovering each other. Activity 7. Speaking journal. A speaking journal is simple. Every night, instead of writing, you speak aloud about your day. You can record it on your phone. Say, today I woke up late. I cooked eggs for breakfast. At work, I had a long meeting. Over time, these recordings become your personal growth library. Science shows that speaking about your experiences strengthens memory and builds fluency. It also reduces anxiety because you get used to hearing your own voice in English. Activity 8. Speed conversations. Set a timer for 1 minute. Pick a topic, like my favorite food, and speak non-stop until the timer ends. Do not worry about mistakes. Just keep going. This forces your brain to stay active and pushes you to think quickly. In Miami, a teacher used speed conversations every morning. Students laughed, stumbled, and corrected themselves, but they also became faster thinkers. Within a month, even the shyest student was speaking with more flow. Activity 9. Question chains. Question chains are fun and dynamic. One person asks a question, another answers, and asks a new question. For example, what is your favorite color? Blue. What about you? The chain continues without stopping. This activity teaches rhythm, turn-taking, and natural curiosity. Families in Dallas once played this game at dinner. Parents asked in English, children answered in English. Soon, English became a natural part of their family life. Activity 10. Reflection dialogues. The last activity is reflection dialogues. At the end of the week, sit with a partner or even by yourself. Reflect on the week. What did I learn? What was difficult? What do I want to improve? Speaking about learning itself builds awareness and sets goals. Reflection is powerful because it makes you notice progress, and noticing progress builds motivation. Conclusion. Now we have walked through 10 of the best speaking activities for ESL students. You have seen how John in Chicago overcame silence in meetings, how Sarah in New York grew confident with tourists, and how Michael in Los Angeles landed his job through storytelling. Each of them faced fear, doubt, and mistakes, but each found transformation by practicing in ways that made English alive. Remember, speaking is not about perfection. It is about courage. Every sentence you speak is a break that builds your future. Every mistake is a teacher. not an enemy. The activities you learn today are not games to pass time. They are tools to unlock your voice, to open doors, and to show the world who you are. So here is my challenge to you. Choose one activity tonight. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Speak out loud for just 5 minutes. Role-play ordering food. Tell a short story from your day. Shadow 1 minute of a podcast. Start small, but start today. Because the truth is, fluency is not a gift for the lucky few. It is a reward for those who practice with courage and persistence. And you, right now, have that power. So tell me, which activity will you try first? Share it below, because your choice may inspire someone else. And remember this one line, the more you speak, the more you live. Do not let another day pass in silence. Begin your 7-day speaking habit now and watch your confidence grow.